going on, YouTube? Dorito here with Bill, our bike mechanic. And today we got ourselves the Tao Motor DBX1 140cc dirt bike, and we're going to do the service on it. So Bill's going to take this away in a moment, and he's going to do the oil change and tell you guys about stuff with this bike that you want to look for on your first service. So let's get on with it.
All right, we're going to do the oil change on the Tao 140 right now. What I like to do is I like to loosen up the dipstick. I like to use something clear, so that way I can, when the oil drains, I can look inside the oil and see if there's any metal particles. And the drain bolt on the bottom is a 17 milli. I like to use an extension to get through the skid plate. Got to be real careful with this drain plug because there's a copper washer on it, and you don't want that to fall into the oil. All right, we're going to be running a 1040 wet clutch, and it takes about 26 ounces. So we'll let this drain, and then we'll get back to you. While the oil was draining, I went through the whole bike, checked every nut and bolt. Sometimes with these bikes and shipping, you just need to torque everything down. After every ride, I torque everything down. I check everything on a bike or any bike that you're riding necessarily. This bike took a little bit extra because it has an external oil cooler. So depending on if your bike has the external oil cooler or not, it's a little bit more oil in there. Now let's put in the drain plug and make sure that washer's on there. Again, it's a 17 millimeter. Which you want to make sure that you do not cross thread it. If you cross thread it, then you're going to be in big trouble. The goddamn chicken.
Chicken. Did you see the size of that chicken?
Oh man.
Dog, did you see the size of that chicken?
I got a motorcycle shop and a farm over here. There's chickens. And
yes, we have farms here in California, people. We really do.
And you want to torque it down to 18 foot-pounds. I just usually make sure they're snug. Also, what I like to do is I like to clear a clear container. Check if there's any metal particles. If you have real fine stuff, it's okay. But if you find big chunks, big particles in here, you have a problem with your motor. And then you'll need to look into that. But let's start out with filling it up. Take out the dipstick. And usually what I do is I put about 24 ounces in, and then I check it. I'll run it, check it, run it, check it. You have to check it a few times, especially if you got an external oil cooler, because you want your oil pump to get all the oil up into that cooler. All right, I just got done putting about 24 ounces in, which is about 3/4 of a quart. We're going to start this thing and let the oil pump get the oil cooler, all the oil pumped in, then we're going to recheck it, and we'll get back to you. All right, we just let the bike run for about 2 minutes, let it warm up, let all the oil get into the oil cooler. Now what we're going to do is check it, see where we're at. There we are, perfect. About 3/4 of a quart, looks really good. This is just after you're breaking oil. I would change it after about the 4th ride. And then after that, I think you're good for every 4 to 6 rides. You know, you don't need to change it no more than that. And that's it.
All right, guys, there you have it. There's the Tao Motor DBX1. As you guys see, he went over all the bolts. He checked everything. He drained the oil. He filled the oil up. We started it up. He ran it through, made sure the oil cooler got all the oil. You want to make sure and run it for a few minutes and do it like Bill had said. But for the main part, you got to keep up on maintenance on these things. You've got to take care of them. That's the only way they'll take care of you. Wouldn't you agree, Bill?
100%. You know, everything vibrates, everything rattles. Especially you're jumping these, you're beating them up on the track. You got maintenance of your bike. That's very important, or it could be dangerous.
Yep. So I want to thank you guys for watching. You'll see a lot more videos with Bill in here when it comes to the bike, when it comes to upgrades, when it comes to reviewing bikes, when it comes to reviewing quads, just like George Voodoo from the Voodoo Glow Skulls, who is actually holding the camera right now. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to come back to Dorito and the Luch Combo. Peace.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.